Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to your watch along. Let me actually make a change here. I've just noticed. Bloody hell. What is... Hang on. What, mate? You what, mate? Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. That's what I wanted to change. I've got the score from yesterday showing. Bloody hell. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And let's change the score because it's not 1-1, it's 0-0. And there we go. I'm a little bit rushed. All is good. And it's only because literally before this, I literally rushed dinner. Boom, there we are. So, Club World Cup settings. We're here to watch ESTEVAO Willian and to see what Palmeiras and Ahly are actually going to end up doing. Let's set that to 0. There we are. We're ready to go. We got the, obviously, we've got the individual walkouts. Right? I'm not doing the whole US-UK thing again like yesterday. I'm not. Right? I'm not. But Ahly's goalkeeper, Egyptian national team goalkeeper, is another good example of someone that is a very good shot stopper. Just like yesterday when we did watch Real Madrid against Al Hilal, Bono of Al Hilal ended up saving a penalty. And he's a fantastic goalkeeper. Ahly's goalkeeper is also of the same mold. And I think people saw that when Ahly drew 0-0 against Inter Miami, because both goalkeepers on the day were fantastic. But this is going to be a very interesting game if I'm just going to go through the lineups. We're obviously here to pay attention to Palmeiras and ESTEVAO Willian. But we're also here to watch the game. And I'll give you the teams. Palmeiras. Weatherton in goal. Augustin Glay. That's a sick name. At right back. Piqueres at left back. Gustavo Gomez and Morelo. That's a fantastic name, by the way. Morelo. Yeah, at centre back. Richard Rios, Rafael Veiga, Anibal Moreno as the midfield three, and Facundo Torres on the left, ESTEVAO Willian on the right, and Vitor Roque up top. Now for Egypt, it's basically Egypt. I'm just going to tell you that now. Al Ahly is the Egyptian national team, except for Mo Salah and Marmoush now. And who was the other guy? I forgot his name. He used to play for Villa. Which Egyptian used to play for Villa? Let me know in the chat whilst I read the team out. Al-Shanawi in goal. Atiyatullah left back. Mohamed Hani right back. Yasser Ibrahim. Ashraf Dari at centre back. Ali Ben Romdan left midfield. Hamdi Fathi right midfield. Marwan Atiyah centre mid. Zizou just ahead of them. Wessam Abu Ali up top, and next to him Mahmoud Trezeguet. Trezeguet, I honestly didn't think I'd see this brother again. Trezeguet is now he's considered old school, kind of. Yeah, he's 30 years old. I remember when Trezeguet first came on the scene, and it was bizarre. Because obviously, you remember the original Trezeguet, like the French Trezeguet. And then this Trezeguet came in and was like, oh, well, why is he called Trezeguet? Well, yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting game because on the level of both teams, I think this will be tight. But we're also here to pay attention to ESTEVAO Willian. No, not Trezeguet. No, it wasn't him. There was an Egyptian that played for Aston Villa. I forgot his name. A couple of seasons ago, a few seasons ago. Al-Mohammadi! Al-Mohammadi! Yes! Al-Mohammadi! That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, remove him as well. Where is he? Let's take a look at the bench. The bench is, for both teams, Marcos Rocha, Bruno Fuchs, Van der Laan, Felipe Anderson, Paulinho, Meiki, Mikael, Marcelo Lomba, Maurizio, Lucas Evangelista, cool name. Luigi, even cooler name. Emiliano Martinez, it's another Emi Martinez, except he plays in midfield. Thales Enrique Thales, Alan, and Flaco Lopez. And for Al Ahly, Khaled Abdel Fattah, Omar Kamal, Ahmed Ramadan, Nejk Gradisa. He's from somewhere in Europe, surely. Where he's Slovenian. There we are. Karim Al Debes, Hussein Al Shahat, Ashraf Ben Sharki. Ben Sharki? He's Moroccan. Okay. Mohammed Afsha, Aliou Dieng, Ahmed Reda Hashim, Mohammed Saha, Mahmoud Al Aish, Ufa Shober, Ahmed Nabil Koka, and Mustafa Makhlouf. That is the teams. I know those are names that you've never heard in your life, yeah? But I'm going to just say them. So, we're good to go. We've started and kicked off. Palmeiras versus Al Ahly. Now, it's like we've said, all eyes on ESTEVAO Willian. What is his brother about? What is his brother about? Yeah? Keep an eye on him. Number 41 on the right-hand side of the box right now. But my prediction, I'm going to give you my prediction for this. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to say 2-1 Palmeiras. What's your predictions? We've got 2-0 Palmeiras. We've got 2-1 Palmeiras. 2-1 says Cursor. Big up Cursor. How you doing, mate? 7. Come on. It won't be 7-0. Unless the Egyptians went into implosion. Which is possible. But nah, I think they'll be okay. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-1, 3-1, and 1-0 Palmeiras. So a lot of you reckon Palmeiras will get the win. Let me tell you, Al Ahly are no mugs. But I do think Palmeiras possess a little bit more quality. But it won't be an easy game. It won't be. I wouldn't be shocked if it finished a draw. I wouldn't be shocked. A lot of you seem to be also predicting a draw. But again, we're here to watch the game and see what happens, but we're also here to pay attention to ESTEVAO Willian and how he fares. Let's see what he's going to be about. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on him during this whole game. He is, for me, going to be the main focus. As well as the rest of the game going on, of course, we will see what happens. So I've got both teams here to make sure that I don't get the players muddled up. Right. Al Ahly possessing the ball in midfield. All the way to their defense. Yasser Ibrahim. I've got to pay attention to the players and the numbers here. Number 54, Atiyat Allah. What's good about Al Ahly, right? I don't really know for Palmeiras. I'm guessing it's probably pretty similar because the Brazilian system is quite intricate and then players get exported. Al Ahly have a similar system, but they don't really export their players. Their players actually just stay. Like there are players that literally have their whole careers at Al Ahly. And then they'll play for their for the Egyptian national team. The Egyptian national team will do well. Egypt is like how Ajax is to Europe, if you know what I mean. They've got a very good academy. They bring players through. They've got a lot of talent. They keep everything in-house. And then those players end up becoming the national team. It's pretty mental. That's the structure of Al Ahly. That's why they are the most successful African club in history. They've got, if I'm not mistaken now, I think they're up to something like 15 or 16 African titles. About 8 or 9 Champions Leagues. They've got a load of Super Cups, and they've got, I think, 1 or 2 African Cups, similar to like what the UEFA Cup used to be, or the Europa League. So that's Al Ahly. In Africa, they are seriously respected. Seriously respected. They've basically got a European infrastructure. When you look at their club, how they function, their training ground, their facilities, how everything is European standard. The only thing that isn't European standard, and this goes for a lot of the African teams, ourselves, Nigeria included, is the mentality. Sometimes that can go on a diversion. But that's really it. Al Ahly are a top club. So don't expect this to just be a walkover, right? But Palmeiras in Brazil, I get the impression that Palmeiras just like a lot of the South American teams, to be fair, Corinthians, Boca Juniors, Sao Paulo, all these guys generate a lot of talent, bring it all up to the surface, and then you'll get those top players that will end up being shipped off to Europe. So we'll see how it's all going to fare. It's an Egyptian free kick at the moment. Al Ahly to take a free kick in a dangerous position. 5 minutes in, approach him. Anthony Taylor is the referee. So expect some blunders today, guys. Expect some mistakes. You know what that feels like. Hang on, free kick's about to get taken. Noni to Arsenal. What? Nah, hang on. Free kick taken. Ball into the box. Back post. Oh, he didn't need to make that header. It's a corner to Al Ahly. Defender cleared it. Thought he was under pressure. He wasn't, in fact, under pressure. He could have just left it. I'm going to check this Noni stuff in a sec. What? What? Do I rate Yusuf Attal, says Cursor. I do. But he's not the same player. He's not the same player. I know Attal. Since he got injured badly, he's not been the same. And he won't hit the level he did before. Sad, because he's a top right back. If he didn't get injured, he'd be one of the best right backs in the world. I'm guarantee it. Because he was the same sort of corner taken out for a goal kick. He was at the same sort of trajectory and level when Reece James kicked off when he came to Chelsea after landing at Wigan. Attal was up there. You remember, I was campaigning for him because I believed that he was of the quality. Then he got injured and that was it. He done his knee in, I think, and then that was it. So, hang on. Let's see what the hell has happened. What the hell has happened? Oh my God. And people called me crazy. People said I had an agenda. Yeah? People said I had an agenda. People were like, no, Younes, you don't like Noni Madueke. You just want him to go. Here's the flipping news. England international Noni Madueke not considered untouchable at Stamford Bridge, and host of Premier League clubs are in the market for wingers. What does that mean then? Do you know what I mean? And I've said on my videos, and you guys are here, that I've said if a winger has to be sold, you best believe Chelsea will probably put Madueke first in line. That's my point, is that if anyone's going to get sold around here, it's going to be Madueke. And here we are. Hang on, let me check CFC PYS. What the hell has he said? Arsenal are among number of clubs who are monitoring Madueke. Chelsea do not consider him as untouchable. There you go. There you go. Oh, Palmeiras chance. Is it 1-0? Cleared off the line, kind of near the line. Oh, no. Dari gets rid. Is it a goal kick? It's a corner, no? Bloody hell, defender nearly committed suicide there. But good clearance by Dari, to be fair. He's just like, get rid. Proper pub league clearance. That, look, have some of that, son. Outrageous. Anyway. Yeah, Madueke could be on his way to Arsenal. Bloody hell. You know what? He'd fit there. He'd actually fit there. It's so funny. Matt Laws blocked me. So I can't even bring up his tweets on my videos anymore because I can't like them and bookmark them. But here come Al Ahly. Ball over to the left. Fantastic. Here's Trezeguet. Ball in to the middle. Cleared. There's the exclusive from the Telegraph. I will be talking about that one later on then. But there you are. There you are. Hang on. Man City have reached a sanction agreement with the Premier League. Huh? Man City admit to Premier League rule breach as statement released. They've been fined. That's the end of that then. That's the end of that. Wow. Man City have just basically gotten away with everything. Well, or if they're innocent, but they wouldn't accept a sanction then. Outrageous. Outrageous. Madueke has not been put up for sale by Chelsea and has not been offered to clubs, but rivals believe he could be sold this summer. Nadomani Madueke is on the radar of a host of clubs this summer, including Arsenal. I'm telling you, he'll be first in line. He'll be first in line, guys. We're not selling Pedro Neto. You know what I mean? We're not selling ESTEVAO Willian. He's not even arrived. Approaching 10 minutes. All over the top. We've not seen ESTEVAO yet. 10 minutes. I don't think he's touched the ball. You know? What happened to Newcastle? I think it's all BS. We will see. They might be one of the clubs. They did say Premier League clubs are scooping. Newcastle are one of them. I'm pretty convinced. Because Newcastle, we know they did come in for him once. And it never happened. Here's Trezeguet, edge of the box. Is he going to cut in? He brings it central. Can Ahly finally finish their dinner? Oh, it's a great through ball. Back to Trezeguet. Ball into the box. Cleared. You know, Ahly need to finish their dinner. Like I just said, yeah. They need to be clinical. They've not been clinical. Against Miami, they could have scored 7. Today, they should realistically score. Even if it means they lose. Fantastic through ball into Trezeguet again. Trezeguet, he's a right-footed winger, isn't he? What? He's on the left. Oh, nice little cheeky ball across. Cleared on the edge. Shoot. Ah, good clearance. Okay, here come Palmeiras. Here come Palmeiras. Who's this geezer? Is it Vitor Roque? I think it might be Roque. He's won it. He's won it back. Oh, Roque's in. Oh, what poor shot was that? That was a dreadful shot. Poor defending, though. And Anthony Taylor's waving. What is he waving at? Offside? I don't even know. It's Anthony Taylor. He waves at anything. Oh, there's a bit of a shirt pull there, isn't there? But that's on the defender. That should be a free kick to the attacker. Vitor Roque was very strong there, though. Very strong. Oh, they've won it. They've won it. Here we go. And here's ESTEVAO Willian. ESTEVAO Willian. ESTEVAO. Ah, he's lost it. ESTEVAO, run back. Go win it back. Go win it. He got done there. Ahly on the break. They're on the break. He tries to take... You see, this is the problem. This is the problem. He tries to take a shot from an unreasonable position, which was basically impossible. Yeah? That's... you notice this with the African team. Sometimes you get like attackers on a world stage like this, they'll lose their heads. Like, I've got to be the hero. And then they go for something impossible. You just need to keep their composure. That's what cost Ahly a goal against Inter Miami. ESTEVAO Willian needs to have a better touch, by the way, as we did see. It's a good start for both teams, I would say. Both teams. Oh, nice little ball central. Poor ball. Poor from Ahly. They've won it back, though, Ahly. At the moment, possession control is 57% in favour of Ahly. That's possession control, by the way, not possession. I know, we're bringing up all sorts of weird stats now, yeah? We're going to get X of XG soon. You know, the expected of the expectedness. Here come Palmeiras. They've won it. On the left-hand side, the Vitor Roque. Or Roque. Or Roque. However you pronounce it. All across. Out front, Ahly throw. Now, the stadium is packed with Egyptians. Let me just clarify one thing. This is a North African thing as well, by the way. Wherever teams go, you best believe the country is following them. Yeah? They're following them. So, no matter where they go, like here, see, in the United States, you best believe every single Egyptian in the US is at this game right now. Basically, that's how it works. So, Ahly probably going to feel like they're playing at home to an extent. So, Rock. Oh, sorry, it's just pronounced Rock. Vitor Rock. Vitor Rock. Rock. Am I just going to call him Rock then? Is Rock good? I actually don't know, you know. Because it's R-O-Q-U-E. That's spelled like Roque. You know? So let me know. Big up to Srideep. Welcome to the starting 11. Much appreciated. Becoming a member. Like hockey. Rocky. I'll just call him Rocky then. He isn't the final boss though. Rocky. So, okay, guys, which one is it? You're sending me left and right here. I did say Rocky to begin with. Okay, I justified how it's Rocky. If I'm going to say it like properly. Right? Is it Rocky? Or is it... You know, you're right, mate. We'll just call him Rodders. We'll just call him Rodders. Straight up. You're right. You're absolutely right, you know? You're absolutely right. So no one knows his brother's name then? Huh? We'll just call him Rodney. Screw it. Yeah. You know what? We'll just call him Dave. Screw it. Dave. Dave up top. Or Palmeiras. Yeah. If you know the Rodney-Dave relation, you know. Yeah. My name's not Dave. It's Rodney. I thought it was Dave. I love Only Fools. They come out, Ahly. Loads of space in the middle. Ball shifted to the left-hand side. Tries to get the through ball there. Doesn't work. Yeah, it's true. Aspilicueta is Dave. And like, he does feel like in football, at least, he is the only Dave. I do feel like I'm doing Aspi a little bit of an injustice. Even the commentators just said it's pronounced hockey. Trigger, my old son. So it's Rocky. We'll just call him Rocky then. Screw it. We'll call him Rocky. We'll call him Rocky. Vitor Rocky. Here's ESTEVAO. Does he? He's been fouled there. ESTEVAO William has won a free kick there, which might not have actually been a free kick because there's Anthony Taylor doing Anthony Taylor things. It didn't look like it was a reckless challenge. Here's the replay. That is on the chest. That's not a foul. That's not a foul for me. You know, that's soft. But then again, the Premier League is soft nowadays. So Anthony Taylor, what can I say? You know, I remember back in my day, yeah, defenders used to get their legs broken. Back in my day, Roy Keane sent someone to the hospital and into retirement. You know? Good times. Good times. Back in my day, shin pads were actually shin pads. And I'm not even lying. The game is gone. Have you guys seen shin pads of now? I was shocked when I saw it. Like, people are actually playing with little tiny little plasters. It's not even a flipping plate. It's a plaster at this point. Free kick, ball in, way too far. Way too far. Keeper punches it out on the half volley, and he's absolutely flopped it. Back to Palmeiras, goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. So, facts. That's a fantastic comment. Shin pads are smaller than my sister's fake nails. Exactly. You know what my shin pads used to look like? Yeah, exactly, with the ankle guards. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I used to wear back in the day. I used to wear... My shin was covered, and then I had ankle guards attached to it, yeah? And I was protected. I'd go into challenges, I'd do all sorts, because I felt, here's ESTEVAO William, ESTEVAO William, ESTEVAO William, ESTEVAO William! Oh! He should have buried it. He should have buried that. He cut inside beautifully, hugging the touchline, dragged the ball, cut inside, went past a defender, went past a second defender, and he did the right thing. He just didn't place it correctly. That's unlucky. That's unlucky. ESTEVAO William, fair play. All right. All right. That's the first real big opportunity that he's had, and it's an unlucky miss. But yeah, shin pads. Shin is covered, protected, ankle guard. So if someone tries to snap your ankle, it doesn't actually snap. It's protected. Done. Go and play. Now, I'm just going to put a little plaster on my shin and then just run out and hope for the best. Because now, people are not even allowed to tackle anymore. You know what I mean? So... Players before had to wear that protection because they knew what could happen. Whereas now things are restricted, so players are like, oh, I don't need that, it's fine. Game's gone soft, guys. Game's gone soft. And, oh, mate, don't get me started on the holes on the socks. Oh, my goodness. I don't understand. Madueke winds me up with that one. I don't know if it's a fashion statement, but that winds me up. What is the point? And don't try and tell me blood circulation, because we are the only country where it exists. Yeah, and we're the only... There's players that play without having to tear their socks, and it's great, right? No one try and talk any business about blood, because so many other players wear socks from the same manufacturers, and they're not cutting their socks. So, you know, there isn't a problem. I don't know what it is. It's a fashion statement. It's a fashion statement at this point. People are doing it just for the vibes. I'm convinced. Oh my God, here's ESTEVAO William. ESTEVAO cuts inside, outside. Oh! Round the keeper. Unlucky. Palmeiras are getting closer here, guys. Palmeiras are looking like they're on the brink of scoring at this rate. Tell a lie. You've actually raised a good point about the time on the screen. I'm going to amend that because that is not correct. Do this. I'm not going to go that far ahead. Let me wait a little bit. But yeah, cheers for the reminder. Time clock is unreadable. I can't... Well, no, you should be able to read. There we are. That sounds about right. But yeah, the boots are mad. I'll be honest, the boots are mad. Now I've seen and I've worn them before. Like how light boots have become is crazy. I can't lie. I don't feel safe with boots it's like you're wearing like a sheet of paper. It's so thin. Like you don't feel like you're actually wearing leather. I want to feel like I'm wearing leather. Do you know what I mean? That's why the old school Predators, and I'm glad that Adidas brought them back, by the way. The old school Predators. That's why I've always been an Adidas guy. Nike for me started with the Vapors and Mercurials. Not the Total 90s. The Total 90s were actually really good. Vapors, Mercurials, those started to get a little too thin for my liking. I was like, nah. This is... I get it, it's for speed, and you want to feel light, but... One tackle, I feel like my foot's going to get broken. Do you know what I mean? So, I was always an Adidas guy. Always. But now, the boots are so thin, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. But, again, football technology, isn't it? Football technology's gone wild. Shout out to street ballers who played barefoot. Honestly, I can't say that I've played barefoot. I mean, I've played barefoot, but I've not played barefoot on the streets. I've not actually done that. I've not done it. I've not tried to do it. My dad has. Yes. It was a regular thing at one time, and it still is in certain countries. But yeah, growing up in London, I didn't have that. 23.5 minutes approaching. Palmeiras 0, Ahly 0. Here come Ahly. Fantastic. Good cut in by Ben Ramdan. Nice. Trezeguet. Is he going to cross it in? He does. Way too far. Way too far. Way too far. I play football in Dubai? I have. I've not played in a little while, but there's a lot of the guys that were here that have traveled. So I have done on a weekly basis at one point. Yeah, I was playing every week. And I tried to get it recorded. That was the whole plan, was to get a video done of playing football and stick it on the second channel. Until security at that venue came up, the person, the guard was like, you can't film here. I'm like, what do you mean you can't film here? Like, no, you can't film here. Like, even with like a phone, like, no. Why? It's like, you need a permit. Can't be serious. So we'll get another venue. That video will come. That video will come. I will have to get a football vlog done at some point of playing a match or something with the lads. I will do it. Porto versus Miami later on. That is a game. Porto. I'm going Porto to win that one. I'd be shocked if they don't win. Then again, Porto did draw against Palmeiras, didn't they? So, because we are now in match day 2. Later on is going to be the preview for Flamengo-Chelsea, which takes place tomorrow. So, Abu Ahly is down. And, I mean, that's soft. That's soft. That's not a foul. That's soft. Player went down like he got shot. Yeah, I need to wear a referee cam, don't I? Nah, listen. I heard what Rory said. Rory, yeah, no, football challenges. That's what I want to do on the second channel at some point. It will happen. I need to make sure I get a place that's a good place with some good guests and get some football played. Rory said something wild. What did he say? He said, yeah, Younes is better than Gyökeres. He's doing it on purpose. He knows what he's doing. Believe me when I tell you guys. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Crossbar challenge will definitely come. That's the first challenge that I want to get done. And I'll tell you, I'm actually good at the crossbar challenge. I'm good at it. I know I am. It just depends if I actually play with someone who's a baller and is better than me, then cool. But I know I can hit the bar pretty well. So that's the first challenge. I want to also do like free kick challenges, penalty shootouts, also that sort of thing. But I want to get like a game, like a match, a proper match going, and get some people on. That would be pretty cool. Actually, I've got a good idea. Might have to. Funnily enough, I know someone who's a YouTuber out here, right? And we grew up together playing football on ends. Cursor, you might know him. Markel. If you go to Mr. London, go to Mr. London YouTube channel. Go and see who Mr. London is. Me and him grew up together on the same area. His name's Markel. We played football together. He's here in Dubai, so I actually want to get a collab done with him, where we can kick ball, because we've not kicked ball in years now. So I want to get that done. Oh, ESTEVAO Williams gone past 2. ESTEVAO, ball in. Goal to the goalkeeper. Unlucky. Trezeguet. Yeah, it is Anthony Taylor, I'm afraid. It is. Trezeguet. ESTEVAO, the couple of moments that he's had have been impactful. But obviously, no goals yet. 28 minutes in. The one thing I do like about ESTEVAO, you can see that he's a natural footballer. There's nothing manufactured about him. Yeah, nothing manufactured. You know, in England, like, wingers can be manufactured. You know, it's run, certain direction, run, cut in, shoot. Like, it's very... Hey, One Objective Gaming, I need to know who you are, brother. You caught me on that one. Seymour Villa. Hang on. Who are you? Who are you, brother? Who are you? We know each other. We know each other properly. That's nuts. Nah, Seymour Villa. Wow, Seymour. Does that club still exist? Actually, I need to check. Does Seymour Villa still exist? They must do, because I know they had a. Did they have a men's team? Oh wow, yeah, they still exist. Proper. Wow, they're still going. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's mad. I moved on to TNT. What? That's mental. That's mental, man. No, send me a message. Send me a message. We gotta talk. Let me know if you've DM'd me. DM me on Insta. I'll keep an eye out. Jam says I've played against Seymour Villa. Yeah, it's mad. Seymour Villa, I spent a season there. They had 3 teams. They had an A team, they had a B team, and they had a C team, right? And I went in, a close friend of mine and a couple of others that we all went to school together were playing for Seymour Villa. And I started training with them. And there was a whole dynamic. They were in the B team, if I'm not mistaken. So, no, honestly, I need to, yeah, we got to talk. But Seymour Villa, that's mad. That's taken me back. I've not heard that name in time. But what I was saying, right? Big up South London boys, absolutely. ESTEVAO Willian is, you can see, a natural winger. There's nothing manufactured about him. And that's, with ballers overall, that's just what I really like. I like players that are not robots, you know? So that's the one thing I do like about ESTEVAO Willian. Now, is he ready for the Prem? You can't just walk in and be ready for the Prem. It's the same way, look, Eden Hazard wasn't ready for the Prem. Let's be honest. He come in and he had skill, he had intelligence, he was a quality player, but he had to come back the next season with a bigger size, a little bit more stocky, built some muscle, got some strength, and then you saw Eden Hazard. ESTEVAO is going to be the same thing here. I'm pretty certain. ESTEVAO right now, I think, would need his first season of exposure, then go away, get ready for pre-season, hit the gym a bit, add some size, not too much, because you don't want to lose your center of gravity, but add some strength, and then the second season, he can explode, if he takes himself seriously, that is, if he takes himself seriously. If this was in Spain, different story. I think in Spain, he could walk it right now. The same way we're seeing from Lamine Yamal. But in the Prem, he'll need a season. Corner ball, Palmeiras. Corner ball. Corner ball, Palmeiras. 32.5 minutes in, nearly 33. Corner's gone short. He's going to shoot from distance. Nope. Ball into the box. Back post. Someone's there. Ball in. Unlucky. So far, it's mad. The intensity in Palmeiras has kind of declined a bit, and now it just feels like a proper 0-0, doesn't it? It does feel like a proper 0-0. Yeah, ESTEVAO to be eased in. Look, I also want to make this point, yeah? People are bigging up, and to be fair, I think everyone did this. Myself to an extent. Endrick. Where's Endrick now? Hugging the bench. He ain't getting in. Do you know what I mean? But things have to be done right. And make sure that he's not just a hype job. With ESTEVAO Willian, I think he needs to be eased in at first, But he does have, it seems like he does have the quality to make an impression and then end up breaking into the first 11 and then it happens. Like, that can happen. Someone said that by December he could end up breaking into the first team properly, first 11. I think so. Yeah, it's a possibility. I'm not going to say like, yeah, he is going to, or he can't. But no, he's capable. He's capable for sure. But we'll see. We'll see. The key is to make sure that he's built up right here. And if he's smart, I will say this: if he's smart after this tournament, he can recover in terms of, you know, having a break. But I think he also needs to prioritize some time in the gym. Get into the. He needs Mudryk, just without the substances. Yeah, he needs Mudryk. Yeah, if you go on like for a good for up until the start of the new season, if he is going in and working on some strength, and then he comes to Chelsea a little bit stronger, I think then he's giving himself an advantage. He's giving himself a step ahead of what people are expecting from him when he arrives in the Premier League. So let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Right, I'm sorry, I had to. Yeah, I had to. Sorry, Mudryk. Well, that's the thing. We still don't know the facts. We still don't know the facts. "35, 36 minutes in. Still 0-0. Yeah, the Madueke stuff, don't worry. I will address that in the preview for Flamengo versus Chelsea, which will be going live tonight. So make sure you guys are there. But I will make sure to give my thoughts on the whole Noni Madueke news. Arsenal, you know. Arsenal. Why do Arsenal want Madueke? I thought Saka was good enough. What happened? You know? I thought Martinelli was it. Why do they... What's their game? What's their bleeding game? You know? Oh! Anthony Taylor, you know what to do here, mate? You know what? Oh, it's a red! He's off! I knew it! I absolutely knew it! And that's the right decision. That is the right decision. Palmeiras are down to 10. Oh my God! That challenge was reckless. I'll be honest. You know what I'm like with Anthony Taylor, yeah? The guy is mental, but he is absolutely spot on this one. He is absolutely... The leg wasn't just high. The leg was in the sky. Man went up like this. Not even like this. He went up like that, guys. Like, no. Absolutely deserved red card. Absolutely deserved red card. You don't need to be a flipping rocket scientist to see that one. Here's the replay. That is wild. Yeah, that's a red. That's studs to the leg, no ball, high up. Mate, he ticks all the boxes with that one. He did, well, to be fair, he got the ball. But no, it's studs. It's studs. It's studs to the leg. It's a red. It's a red. I'm sorry. You can't do that. You cannot go up that high. You can't. You just can't. I think it will go to VAR. Like, the referee is in a position to make a decision, but it can still be overturned. Yeah, it can still be overturned. Let's check the VAR. Let's check the VAR. And you know what? Anthony Taylor can easily be influenced here. It's Anthony Taylor. I love how they put the screen behind the dugout. Yeah, here's... Oh, it's 1 foot. It's 1 foot. It's 1 foot. Sorry, I thought it was 2. He catches him, though. It's studs. It's studs. But it's 1 foot. It's what? But... what's the rule? What's the rule? It's studs, but it's 1 foot, not 2. And there's no ball. It's straight to the leg. It's studs straight to the leg, but it's 1 foot. Referee, what's Anthony Taylor going to do? We get to hear him talk, actually. Oh, my God, this is a moment that we have to remember. Hang on, remember, he's going to talk. Anthony Taylor's going to speak, guys, for the first time in football history. He's given a yellow. He's overturned it. He's overturned. He's honestly, I've never heard Anthony Taylor speak in my life. He sounds like a geezer from the pub. He actually sounds like just some geezer that's just gone to get a pint. But it's a yellow, it's not a red. Okay, so the decision has been made that it wasn't too high up. It's 1 foot. It's reckless, but it's not a red card reckless. It's a yellow card reckless, yeah? All right, so that's been clarified. Palmeiras still have 11 men on the pitch. Okay, but that's mad. Anthony Taylor spoke, guys. We heard his voice. Wow. You see, this is why, let me tell you this, yeah? This is why, you see what you just saw? That's never coming to the Premier League. That's never going to happen in England, because refs like Anthony Taylor would have to do this. You see what you just saw? That's transparency, as you guys have said there. That's accountability. You think they're going to do that in the Prem? You lot are mad. Nah, it's not. You best believe they'll find a reason to postpone it. It's meant to be coming in next year. No, they'll be, it's been dragged out. Or, you know, he'll speak to the VAR and then the tapes will be released later. Or, you know, something will stop it from actually coming into the Prem. Yeah? You best believe it. I'm convinced. Because that is full transparency. Referees will have nowhere to run with that. That's, yeah. It's not happening, is it? Let's be honest, it's not happening. The FA are not going to do it. We'll see. We'll see. Literally, Steve, big up to you. Pint of lager and a packet of crisps, landlord. He sounds like that. He sounds like he runs a bar. It's true. Ball in. There we are. The PGMOL wouldn't have to apologize anymore if they brought that in. You know? They'll be like, hey, guys, you guys heard from the ref himself. We're not saying anything. Corner ball to Ahly. As we're on the brink of half-time. 4 more minutes plus stoppage time to go. Zizou to take the corner. Oh, mate. Mike Dean having to speak. Hang on, corner. That's gone way far. That's a terrible corner. But, Sundowns versus Dortmund, when is that? Depends when is that. Here come Palmeiras. That's a foul. That's a yellow, isn't it? Yep, that's a yellow. Hey, Anthony Taylor's done a good job so far. Actually done a good job. Oh, 8 p.m. on Saturday. Interesting. Mamelodi Sundowns Dortmund. I might do that. I think I might. That is the game for Saturday, I think. So, yeah. Oh, Ahly are in. Trezeguet. He's got options. What are you waiting for? Nah, you see, this is the problem. And a shot. And it's a decent shot, but it's wide. That's, you see, the final third. That's the issue with Ahly. I think the North African teams as well, I know the mentality. They get to that point, then they start cracking. I think there's a yellow card given here. Oh, it's another. Palmeiras need to calm down here, you know. They need to calm down. That's a reckless challenge. Another reckless one. It's Guille. But he's been booked. Augustin Guille. With again, studs to the back of the leg. Saturday, I'm sat at my wife's bar here in Spain and thought it was a tourist asking for a drink. Bloody hell. No, it's true. Can you imagine if we had to hear Mike Dean? You know, or, oh, God forbid we hear Michael Oliver. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, ball in. Flick. Shoot. Is there an offside? And I think there's an offside. So free kick to Palmeiras in their own box. It was offside. But yeah, the English refs having to speak, that is going to be a sight to behold. That actually will be. You know, I would have liked to hear Howard Webb. Oh my God, Howard Webb. Or Mark Clattenburg. Oh my God, if Mark Clattenburg had to speak. To this day, I despise him. To this day. to this day. For his Man United Chelsea performance, I'll never forgive him. Never forgive him. JT still has a problem with him. You saw in Ballers League, JT and Mark Clattenburg were having it out basically every single match day. Can Ahly get a breakthrough before half time? They're dominating the game at the moment, but they're not doing much with it. Still on. Nice little flick. Okay. They've gone backwards. See how many minutes are added on. Ball on the right-hand side. Little through ball. Yes! Here come Ahly. Ball into the box. Cleared by the keeper. Here's ESTEVAO. We've not seen much from ESTEVAO except for the couple of chances earlier on, and he's run and been intercepted. Good tackle by Atia. So far, I agree. So far, Ahly have been the better team. But they've not done anything with it. Palmeiras have had the two better chances. 6 minutes added on. It wasn't 6 minutes to go and look at the VAR, let's be honest. That was 2 minutes tops. Ball into the box, again to the goalkeeper. It's the same sort of issues that we're seeing from both sides here. Both sides. If you're watching the game online, it's DAZN. Literally, DAZN.com, whatever country you're in, register, and then it will be available for you to put on. That's what everyone's done. So, cricket or rugby? Rugby. To watch rugby. I ain't watching cricket. To play, I've played rugby and I've played cricket. Rugby is, I'll tell you, rugby's a man's sport, man. It actually is. Like, if you play, listen, I'll never forget. I'll never forget. At school, we had, all of the guys were footballers. We were all footballers. Yeah, we were all playing football. But there was one guy, really nice guy. Actually two, because they were brothers. But one guy in our year who, and his brother was the year below, who was a rugby guy. And he played rugby. He didn't play football. He was crap at football. But he played rugby properly. And when we did rugby in PE, he broke me in half. I remember that tackle. I'll never forget it. I got the ball. I turned and I got speared in a way that Goldberg himself would have been proud. Yeah, Goldberg would have been proud of that spear. I got taken out, snapped in half. And I still held on to the ball. But I got wrecked. So rugby isn't easy. Cricket is a lot of fun to play, but cricket is the most boring thing to watch. For me, it's the most, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, I'm sitting there for like 5 hours just flipping. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Literally, Brom Breaker, Rhino, Gore, you name it. It was exactly like that. I got wrecked. It was fun though. That was a good experience. It was fun. Oh yeah. I don't know. Do PE? Does rugby still exist in PE now? It should. If it doesn't, then they're crazy. But I hope it does. I hope it does. Ball in. Here comes up Palmeiras. Ball into the box. Cleared. Faisal, thank you very much. Saying Faisal, your name. Thank you very much. Saying we need Zuma back to kick kittens and all the kittens. Oh my God. That is wild. That is wild, man. That is wild. No, we don't need Zuma here, mate. We don't need Zuma. That's one step too far. Yeah, we don't want kittens getting kicked around the place. We don't. 4 minutes of stoppage time has been played. 2 minutes left. I can be very honest. That's me in a nutshell. T20 cricket is quick and fun, Younes. See, Drogba, I met him not long ago in person. He was telling me this. So he's like, he was trying to explain to me the different various types of cricket games that exist. And he mentioned the same thing. So he said, don't watch like test cricket because that will go on for like 3 days. but when it comes to like, yeah, T20, that's watchable. I'll see. Rugby still exists in PE, yeah? Good. I'm glad. Boys need it. Boys absolutely need it. Ball in to the keeper. All crosses have been to the keeper here. Pretty crazy. 4 crosses into the box overall. The standard's not been good. ESTEVAO tries to make the touch, doesn't reach the ball. It's going to finish 0-0, it seems, half-time. And this goalkeeper is punching the ground. If you're that stressed, brother, you know, it's okay. You take a chill pill. You know, go into the dressing room and punch a pillow or something. You don't need to punch the pitch. All right. Schools in the UK now won't teach contact sports. Total wimps. I've heard that there's schools that don't allow headers in football now. I'm like, brother, if they tried to do that in my time, are you mad? Headers was my strongest attribute. I would violate the rule easily. I'd be like, listen, send the ball in the air, send it to me up top. Because, you know, they're scared of head injury. I'm like, I get it, but it's football. You know? That's like saying, okay, don't cross the road because you might get hit by a car. Well, that's actually mad. Yeah, cricket is as dull as dishwater. That's cold. You know? 6 minutes have been played. I think we're going to end here. It's going to be 0-0 at half-time. And we've come for an ESTEVAO watch-along, and we've not, yeah, it's half-time. We've not really seen much of ESTEVAO either, except for a couple of runs and cutting inside. But apart from that, that's it. So, 0-0. Nil-nil, guys. 0-0. The stats at the moment, 2 shots off target for Palmeiras, 1 shot off target for Ahly, no shots on target for either side. That's really it. The red card and the reverse decision was the most entertaining thing of the game so far. The group, as it stands, has 2 games played for 2 teams, 1 game played for the other 2, and 0 goals scored. 0 goals, guys. 0. There's been no goals in this group at all. Pretty poor. Pretty poor. Tommy, thank you very much, saying, sup, Younes. Since we mentioned UK and US words yesterday. Oh, boy. Z or Z for Z? I've just answered your question. It's Z. It's not Z. It's Z. It's XYZ, not XYZ. Where did Z come from? You know? They're probably going to ask, well, where did Z come from? And then I'll always pull out the card, well, we invented the language. So ask Shakespeare. You know what I mean? Like, it's Z. I don't know why the Americans called it Z. I don't know. God's Will Godwin, Peter Joseph Parker, thank you very much for your super chat. Saying, speaking of games gone, Boxing Day match this season. Oh, no Boxing Day. I mean, what? What? Apparently all the games are now going to be played on the 27th. Brother, listen, people, do you understand what Boxing Day football is? Yeah? Boxing Day football is Christmas Day. Everyone lives it up, right? The next day, everyone's off work. Everyone's probably hungover. No one's moving from their sofa or their bed. You put the football on. And the whole nation watches the Premier League because there's nothing else to do. There's nothing on. People want to just relax and do nothing. And now you're moving the football to the 27th. So, I don't know. I don't know. Coolio boy, thank you very much. Saying, Younes, I get bullied in school because I am deaf, and you help me because I love your videos. Thank you. Bro. I want to give some really good advice here. You're very welcome, firstly. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Your comment means a lot there, mate. I want to make sure this hits. If you've got a hearing problem, don't let it hold you back. Let me tell you one thing. Do not care what other people think. Believe me, believe me, believe me. Even if you do, you will end up getting to a point where you realize what people think doesn't actually matter, right? Overall, if people want to say good things and reasonable things and support you and be there, then take their suggestions and consideration on board. And if they don't care about them, they're not giving you, listen, I'll help you, I'll give you my dad's advice to me, right? They're not paying your bills and they're not giving you oxygen to breathe. So forget them. And it's true, right? So don't let people hold you back. Speak up if you have to. I would recommend as well, take part in some sort of combat training, combat sports, gym, get yourself into good condition, because even just the look and perception of what you could be is enough to put people off, to not bother you. So I would advise that as well. Look after yourself mentally, look after yourself physically, good things will happen for you. And don't really care about what people have to say, except unless if they're supporting you and they say good things. Or if there's reasonable criticism, take it on board. Don't neglect good criticism. But do those things that I suggested, good things will happen to you, my friend. So thank you very much, and I appreciate the support. Nah, K-Bear, I mean, there's hearing aids, there's all sorts. There's captions now. YouTube does captions, even if it's live, like you're able to switch it on and then it's automatically picking up what the person's saying. There's all sorts now. You don't need to worry. You don't need to worry. I love that. Middle finger is a universal language. Mad, mad. Steve G says, kick a bully in the clubbers, end off. That's really sound advice, you know, just do it privately. Don't do it publicly sometimes, because you could just end up getting in trouble, especially in the UK now. You know, things are in the mud over there. You can't do anything to protect yourselves nowadays over there. So just, yeah, think smart, right? ESTEVAO, look. Not a bad half. But he only really had 2 opportunities and done all right with them. One, he got really close to scoring, wide of the post. And apart from that, we've not really seen much. This 0-0 is pretty justified at the moment. It's not really been, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. There's not been one shot on target this whole game. So, you know what I mean? We'll see what happens in the second half. Big up to Olivia Buzaglo. She's in the studio here presenting this game. She's obviously one of our own, big Chelsea fan, right? So, shout out to Liv. But this second half, I hope to see more. I hope to see more in terms of action, in terms of goals, and I hope to see more in terms of ESTEVAO. I've got a weird feeling, though, at the moment, the way that this game is going, it's very possible for this to just finish 0-0 and nothing else to really happen. It actually is quite possible. And there we are. Liv has just asked about ESTEVAO. She's had to, because she's smiling, because she wants to know as well. Deep down, she's like, listen, we're going to talk about ESTEVAO because he's Chelsea, and I just want to talk about Chelsea. I guarantee that's what she's thinking. See, that was the chance. There's the opportunity that they show him, where he does cut in, goes past 2 defenders, gets himself central, and does the right thing. Just the shot is just wide. Second opportunity on the left-hand side, where he does end up getting past the defender, brings it inside past the goalkeeper. Again, correct decision, but there's no one there to pick up the pieces. So
Apart from that, we've not really seen much from him. But we've not really seen anything else in the game either. So this isn't an ESTEVAO thing. This is a Palmeiras Ahly thing. And it's just a bit dead. Steve says, met Liv just after Christmas. Lovely girl on a true blue. Yeah. Big time. Big time. I remember when she was getting quite a lot of hate. Online, obviously Chelsea Twitter. It's not a safe place. About feeling the connection with the club, which we've all gone through at one point, realistically, that uncertainty, didn't know what was going on, losing games left, right, and center. I mean, it was going crazy. And I remember just sending her a message going, listen, don't worry, just hang in there, it's fine. Things will blow over. Things will blow over. And yeah, she took it really, really well. Mate, don't get me started on that you just mentioned, that interview with Andrew Tate. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch. I don't even know why he entertained it. I'll be honest. I don't know why he entertained that. Attention is attention, I get it, but come on, her? She should be banned from society. She actually should. You know? And the other one too. I'm not even going to mention their names. They're not worthy. They're not worthy. This is my channel. They're not worthy to even be mentioned on this channel. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. If it was down to me, they'd be in jail. I'm not kidding. If it was up to me, they would be in jail. Both of them. Both. And anyone that heads in that direction, listen, you're a menace to society. And all the men that entertain it, in jail. Everyone gets prosecuted here. I'd go on a massive cleanup operation. It would be mad. Just pure degeneracy. Pure degeneracy. You know, that's the good thing about here that I've realized. Don't get that much degeneracy. Too much. Second half going to kick off very, very shortly. Doesn't seem like there's going to be changes. I don't think. I've got no indicator of that happening at the moment. We'll see what happens. No, don't bring prison officer into that. No. Nini on ESPN. No way did Nini get on ESPN. I've not seen it. If he is on ESPN, then fantastic. Good luck to him. Good luck to him. In fact, it wasn't too long ago I was speaking with him. But yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. If he's on ESPN, I'm glad. I'd want to see the clip. I want to see how he fared on mainstream media. I want to see. Big up to Faisal, thank you very much. Saying the amount of space that Madueke and Neto have, ESTEVAO will do better with it. True. True. Based on his natural ability, I think who's the most naturally gifted footballer? I think out of all of them, I think, yeah, of course, as you say, ESTEVAO. So on that level, you'd think that he would. But it's all about timing and pace. The speed in the Premier League is so much faster. So much faster. It's hard to determine. You know? Are we going to have a Younes show soon? What do you mean? On that mainstream? If I get a proposal, why not? But I can be a loose cannon. That's the thing. I've not been to Jeddah. No, I've not been to Saudi yet. Not properly. Not properly. I haven't. I mean, they're right there, but I haven't yet. We'll see the second half. I know a lot of you are asking about ESTEVAO Willian and how is he actually looking and What is he going to end up doing? Let's see the second half. We can get a good assessment. But so far, it's not really been, I wouldn't say it's been his fault. It's been both teams that have just been, I wouldn't say they've not been rubbish, but there's not much that's happened. So we'll give this second half a chance and we'll see how it ends up. There's ESTEVAO now, walking on the pitch. Yildiz. I don't think we'll go for Yildiz, I'll be honest. I don't think there's much in that. Let me check. Who's it coming from? CFC Dailies has put about Anthony Taylor. Stamford Bridge might melt down if he has to announce a decision. Can you imagine if Anthony Taylor's at the bridge having to explain his red card? Or, oh, mate, no, it's true. It would kick off. He would just be like, no red card? And just hope that the flipping reaction is going to be in his favour. There are subs. There are. Lopez and Mauricio coming on. I've not seen anything about... Oh, sorry, no, I've not spelt that. No, I've spelled that right. Yildiz. That's coming from Juventus. Unclear. Unclear. Is probably the sort of profile that Chelsea would be interested in, right? Is probably sort of the profile, but yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm not. That's not something that I think will end up happening anyway. Rafael Veiga on the yellow card, and Rocky got taken off. Ah, man. Poor Rocky. We're not going to pronounce his name anymore. All right, Rocky. Have a nice evening. Faisal, thank you very much. Saying, I remember when Drogba and Mutu signed at the same window and were unveiled together too. Yeah, they were. They actually were. You're right. Right. And then Drogba went one way and Mutu went to the club. The nightclub, that is, not the club, the football club. The start of the second half, waiting for the Ahly players to come on the pitch. But, yeah. Casual Algerian flag in the midst of the Egyptians, of course, always. Got to show our presence everywhere. What we do. I guarantee if you go to Antarctica, you'll find an Algerian flag there. Go to every country, there's always one there. Every football match, there's always one there. We are everywhere. Palmeiras to kick off the second half. Okay. Give ourselves a little delay. Waiting for the game to kick off, and then I will start the timer. As the goalkeeper gets himself set. There is Inter Miami versus Porto after this. 8 p.m. UK time. If I'm not mistaken. And I hope that doesn't finish 0-0. Because we could actually, the way that it's going right now, we could end up with 2 games played for all teams and not even a goal scored. I mean, that would be quite interesting, but quite catastrophic at the same time. You know? Anthony Taylor, mate, can you... Thank you. There we are. Game's kicked off. We are back underway. And tomorrow we got the mighty Chelsea. What time are we kicking off tomorrow? Let me check. Oh, that's a weird time. 7 p.m. UK. Okay. 7 p.m. UK. All right, well, there's a watch along for that tomorrow, so make sure you guys are there. Right? We are going to be watching Flamengo versus Chelsea. See what starting 11 we get there. I swear, we better get Liam Delap starting that one. We better. Okay, ESTEVAO Williams still on that right-hand side. Let's see if he can make any impact in the second half. Let's see if we can get a goal. We're going to up the ante a little bit. We're going to get more urgency, more intensity. Are Ahly going to finally be clinical as well? Maybe. Ahly have won it, actually. Good interception, and they've lost it. Poor pass. Viqueires. Ball into the box. Oh! How has he missed? You got to bury that. That Lopez. You've got to bury that. That was Lopez. How has he not buried that? It's cut across the face of the goal, and that's a tap-in. And he's just missed it. He's just not even touched the ball. It's just gone right past him. A very good pass into the box. Look at that. Look at that for a chance. It's a great ball in. Goes past 2 defenders. It's a tap in. He's gone for it. He's just not hit the ball. You got to hit the ball. Why did he try to use his left foot? You don't use your left there. Use your right. What are you doing? Ball comes across. Boom. Tap it in with your right foot. He tried to go with his left. He's making it harder for yourself. Charlie Kelly, thank you for the super chat, mate, saying, hi, Younes, just been swimming. How is ESTEVAO doing? He's been swimming. I hope swimming was good. He's been all right. He's been all right, but not really much to see because both teams were kind of been lackluster overall. So I can't really pass judgment on ESTEVAO Willian. He had 2 good chances. Referee, what's Anthony Taylor going to do? All right. He's got to draw paint on the pitch. And they're not even putting it on the flipping moose. Brilliant. But basically, he's been all right. We just need to see if we get anything in the second half and we can make judgment. Go into the box. Oh, no! It's 1-0 Palmeiras. It's an own goal. Oh, it's a great finish. It's a great finish. I can't fault of that one. That was a top header into the far corner. The only problem is that he's done it to the wrong goal. He's scored into his own net, but it was one hell of a header. Who is that from? What a great own goal that was. What a header. Look, ball into the box. Look at this. Oh, that's a class finish. Oh, no. It's two Ahly defenders that have come together. Who got the... Hang on. Whose own goal was this? Both of them. That's just poor communication. You see, this is the issue. I'll say this with North African teams, sometimes with African teams, but the North Africans are here. So the Moroccans, the Tunisians, the Egyptians here. Sometimes there's that lack of communication, or someone so in their head they're just thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about who's next to them, or they want to be the hero. They just want to be selfish and just take it and do it themselves. That is a trait, and I think that has been an example of that. Both defenders have gone in for it without communicating with each other. Why? One person needs to call it, you know, and now they've suffered an own goal. But I don't know what player who, hang on, no way is it going to get disallowed. VAR, what for? Offside position, however. He gave the goal. Okay, there was a player offside, but he didn't affect the play. So his decision is goal. So, good question. Did I have a fire drill in my... I don't know. I wasn't here. At that time, anyway, I wasn't here. No, actually, that was meant to happen yesterday, not today. I was here. Yesterday I was here. Yeah, I didn't. I heard nothing. So, yeah, thanks for reminding me. But 1-0 Palmeiras. Was a good header. Just wrong net. The goal has been given to... It's Ahly with the own goal. Ahly, the striker. Here's ESTEVAO, and that's a shot that's gone to the bridge. Poor shot. Oh yeah, breaking news. We got a goal in this group. Finally. I know, it's an own goal, isn't it? Outrageous. Own goal. A goal's a goal, though. ESTEVAO into, yeah, row W sounds about good. Not quite row Z, but close. Let's see if he can get on the score sheet today, or if Ahly are going to get an equaliser. I mean, they've got to find a goal now. Technically, they found one. They just put it in the wrong net. They've got to make sure that they put it in the right net. Move the ball forward. This defender's wasting time. He's got the space to penetrate into and then link up with his midfield, and he's just waiting. Someone to come to him instead. Oh, no. Move. You got a runner. You got a runner. You got a runner on your left. Run on your left. Send it. Send it. There we are. There we are. Good. See, Ahly are doing as I say. Good skill. Good skill. Is that Ahly? And there's no one in the box. Poor straight to the goalkeeper. No foul given. Ref waves play on. Good defending from Ahly. There is a good point that you've just mentioned here, you know. Off the ball, we've not really seen anything from ESTEVAO. Oh, nice little nutmeg. Beautiful. Free kick given. Free kick given. Are we going to get a repeat? It's the same position. Free kick from the same position. Torres wins it. Are we going to get another own goal? Imagine. Imagine they score 2 own goals. You might as well just walk off the pitch at that point. Just end the game. I'll just hand in a flipping forfeit. Straight up. Why is Maresca doing a press conference right now? Guys, well, we got a game going on here, mate. No, Anthony Taylor's done a good job. But this is the thing. He does a good job abroad. In England, free kick taken. That's gone flipping. Now he's trying to score. Oh my God. Oh my God. Goalkeeper got sent into his net. That in-swinger was mad. It went that way and then came all the way back in. Oh my goodness. The keeper got done there. He didn't think that was going in. And he's gone back to make the save. And he's had to make the save. That was going in. Unlucky for Moreno. That was a decent free kick, that. Whew. Corner ball to Palmeiras. Can we get another goal? Yeah, Anthony Taylor is good here because he's abroad, dealing with South Americans and Egyptians. That won't stand for his rubbish, for his crap. Yeah, but in England, in the Prem, try and get him to perform like this. You'll see him come with some sort of an agenda every single time. Internationally, though, the English refs don't mess about because they know they can't. Oh! Usyk versus Dubois. Is this no, sorry. Saturday, July 19th. Oh, they're still away. Still a month. Okay. I thought that was this Saturday. I was about to say. Ahly need to get a move on. They need to get an equaliser here. If not, they're stuffed. Let's just be honest. Ahly needs to get something here. If not, they're getting eliminated. Because as it stands right now, I don't think they'll beat Porto. And Ahly have good quality, but they're not clinical. They're not burying what they need to bury. And here comes ESTEVAO Willian. Ball central. Another touch. Another touch. Shifted to the left-hand side. And that's a terrible ball. Terrible ball. I agree with this analysis so far, guys. I do. ESTEVAO off the ball. But then again, Palmeiras off the ball as a whole. Look at the team. No one's pressing. Maybe in Brazil, they just don't press. Maybe it's just not a thing. But it's not necessarily just about pressing. Even just defensive duty. Just tackling and getting stuck in and trying to win the ball. And they seem the team that will maybe try to intercept, like this defender here, intercept, but to actually get stuck into tackles. I mean, the last time we saw that, they nearly had a red card. That's a challenge. It's a free kick to Ahly, though. Bit too solid for Moreno. Referee's not having it. Referee's not having it. Adrian, thank you very much for your super chat, saying, is it me or South American fan bases the only ones rolling deep in almost every game they're participating in? What do you mean rolling deep? You mean like going crazy or like showing up? If that's what you mean, then no, I would say even the Africans. I mean, look at behind the goal. Look at all these Egyptians. You know, but South Americans, same culture. They'll ride and die. Listen, most actually do this, except the English. It's the English that don't really do that. Remember, it's the English. South Americans do it. There'll be other Europeans that do it. Africans do it. The English don't. So. Free kick to Ahly. Can they get a goal? Finally. Ball in. Cleared. ESTEVAO Willian. 1, 2, and 3. Send it. Oh, he's in. Could this be? This is going to be it. It's a great finish. 2-0. Beautiful finish. What a goal that was. That's a striker's finish. That is a proper striker's finish. That is it. That's the sort of goal that makes me smile. Yeah? Good goal. Good goal, my son. Good goal. Beautiful finish. 2-0. Ahly caught on the counter. ESTEVAO was a part of that. At least, I'm not going to say pre-assist. I hate that word. But you get what I mean. He was involved in the move. There was a 1-2. Fantastic assist. Who's it? Lopez. Lopez is behind the halfway line anyway, so it wouldn't have been offside even if he was in the position. And he comes near the goalkeeper. Beautifully slotted into the bottom corner. Beautifully slotted. Look at that. He looks up, knows where he's going to put it. Nice and calm. Bottom corner. Love it. That angle, this angle, look at this angle. That is it. Oh, I love that finish. I love that finish. That's my type of finish. That is it. You know? Beautiful. Beautiful. Well done, Lopez. 2-0. Ahly, they got caught. They got caught. Simple as that. Can't complain. I think the assist was from Maurizio. Maurizio and Lopez. No way. Hang on. Was it Maurizio who got the assist? It was Maurizio with the assist. You know what that means? The two players that the manager brought on at halftime are the ones to get the assist and the goal. That manager is smiling right now. Who's the Palmeiras gaffer? Hang on, let me see. Who's their manager? Abel Ferreira. What a G. What an absolute G. He knows exactly what he's doing. Off the bench. What's going on here then? Why has Anthony Taylor gone to the bench? All right, Ahly substitutions. He's having a word with some geezer in a suit and a headphone. What's going on? Oh, he's calling both managers over. What's he doing? Anthony Taylor, mate, listen. Don't try and bring your utter woke nonsense here, yeah? If the managers want to fight, let them fight. If they want to have it out, let them have it out, yeah? Handbags and all that, we're here. We're here for it. What's going on? What's happened? Why is the game stopped? Oh, you've got to be winding me up. You've got to be winding me up. It's sunny, for goodness sakes. What do you mean there's going to be lightning? If you hurry up and get the game going, we might not make it for the lightning. You're having a bubble. You're actually utter woke nonsense. This is utter. The game's gone, guys. The game's gone. I'm sorry. The game's gone. Look, it's sunny. It's sunny. Guys, it's sunny. Over the stadium right now, it's sunny. What do you think the Thunder's going to do? Flipping shoot thunder from, I mean, God is capable of everything. But do you think lightning's going to be shot from like 20 kilometers away, left towards the stadium? Like, what's going on here? Hurry up, and then when it actually gets clouded over, then stop the game. They're stopping in the sunshine, for goodness sakes. It's sunny. What are we doing? The game's suspended. Look at that. The cloud hasn't even reached the ground. And look, the cloud is moving away. The cloud is moving away from the ground. It's passing by. What are we doing? Oh my God. Hey, US, you don't got weather control, right? We all know about HARP. Right, can't you guys just like divert the cloud or something? Look, it's sunny. Can we just keep the sun here? What's going on? Oh my God. Oh, the United States never ceases to amaze us. Brilliant. Oh, mate. So, wow. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, in England, right? There's clouds basically every day. in England, football will never be played. If that's the case, you know what I mean? Football will never be played. Actually, I've got to stop the timer because the timer's actually been stopped. Like, I've actually got, what minute are we on? What? I don't even know what the minute is. We'll call it 63. Yeah. There we are. The sun is still out. Is the cloud moving over the stadium? That's what I'm trying to look at now. I'm looking at this big cloud. Like, is that? Everyone actually has to move inside. Ah, this is wild. This is wild. Game suspended, guys. It's suspended and we're going to have to just wait. We're going to have to wait for the cloud to pass by, guys. We're going to have to wait for the cloud to move. Okay, there's the cloud. I wonder if this cloud actually... Oh, you're having a bubble. That's the cloud! That's the cloud that got you lot scared. That's the cloud. There's blue sky on either side of it. Like, what are we doing? It's not even going to go over the stadium. It's not even going to go over the stadium. Like, if that was going to be directly over the stadium, okay. It's on the side. If it's about lightning, yeah, if it's about lightning, doesn't the cloud have to actually be above the ground? You know? We'll just wait, guys. We'll just wait. Wait till this cloud passes by. Honestly, these lot can't handle Stoke on a Tuesday night. I agree. Oh, mate. Stoke on a Tuesday night. Tuesday night. A wet Tuesday night in Stoke. Football will never be played. They'll just never be played, you know? The scary cloud making noises is dangerous, guys. It's dangerous, guys. The cloud makes noises. Unbelievable. I'll understand if there was like a hurricane on its way or something. Cool, okay, that's definitely going to affect people. I mean, look at the ones who have stood. Just to give you guys a mentality, yeah. Look at who is still in, who's not gone inside. The Egyptians. They're not scared of this. The Egyptians are like, Habibi, what do you mean the cloud? The cloud is here. We go inside. No, I stay outside. Habibi, I stay outside. What cloud? The cloud is here. Let the cloud pass by. Why am I moving inside? I guarantee the Egyptians are not going in. Everyone else has gone in. The Egyptians are like, Habibi, you've never seen thunder? Oh my God. That is brilliant. That is brilliant, man. I love how they've put match suspended due to adverse weather. Adverse weather, and it's sunny. Brilliant. I love this game. I love this game. We've not even had a drop of rain yet. I love it. Adverse weather. Brilliant. Fantastic. What simulation are we living in? What is this? We'll wait for the cloud to pass by, guys. We'll wait for the cloud to pass. Oh, man. Facts! The US national team will play in a blizzard versus a Central American side, but lightning in the area is the line. Like I said, yeah, let's be fair. If the cloud was passing directly above the stadium and you got fear of lightning, okay, I get that. It's not even above. It's on the side. You can see that it's passing by next to the ground.
What do you think the Lightning's going to do? Like, go, listen, the ground is all the way there. I'm going to flip and shoot some diagonal sort of shot straight to the players on the pitch. Like, they got to have some realism here. But adverse weather, guys. Adverse weather. Adverse weather. You know? Oh, man. Look, I'm telling you, if you took this logic, what we've witnessed here, if you take it to any other place on earth, they will laugh at you. Any other place on earth, they will go, you're crazy. You know? Clown Lake Capital, thank you very much for the super chat. What's the difference between... Oh, here we go. Here we go. I didn't say this, guys. I didn't say this, yeah? What's the difference between the US and a unicorn? Nothing. Both are magical creatures in other countries' healthcare system. Ah, man. We'll wait for the cloud, guys. I wasn't expecting this. This was not on my bingo card, ladies and gentlemen. This was not on my bingo card. Has that ever happened in the UK? I wonder, has that happened in the UK? Has there been a storm or something over like the stadium and then they've stopped the game? I'm trying to remember. When was the last time like we had like a storm or something? I mean, if the pitch gets waterlogged, that's as far as it goes with us. If the pitch gets waterlogged, of course you can't play on a waterlogged pitch. But if it's raining and there's a storm and there's even a risk of lightning or thunder, when was the last time a game got stopped in the UK for that? You don't remember. I mean, to be honest, we like to play in rain. I actually said, but again, that's rain. I understand the difference between rain and lightning. But yeah. Actually, I'm curious. Hang on, I'm going to do something here. Where is this being played? New Jersey? MetLife. Oh, MetLife Stadium. I get the weather update for MetLife Stadium. Okay. Let's see. What is it saying? Let me go to like... live like precipitation. That means rain for those that don't know. Right. New Jersey as a whole faces threats of thunderstorms and heat today, 32 degrees. Oh, hang on, here we go. So, what's the time there now? Someone confirm. What's the time in New Jersey at the moment? Is it, is it 1:38? It's 1:30, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so. As it stands, thunderstorms are predicted with a 55% chance of precipitation at 6:30 p.m. So you've still got 5 hours, apparently, till it starts really getting crazy up in New Jersey. So, hurry up and let's finish the game. Do you know what I mean? Right now, they've got sunny forecasts all the way until, I'll tell you, all the way until 4:25 on the dot, or 4:30. 4 p.m. UK time, sorry, local time, New Jersey, is when it's going to start really blowing wind, and then there is a thunderstorm that seems to be hitting at close to 6:30. So, yeah, it's on its way. But can we hurry up before it arrives? You know, basically,
And I think tomorrow's going to be a little bit of a cooler day, 29 degrees. That's all right. That's all right. I was looking forward to this, and now we're having to wait for the rain to pass. Bloody hell. It's mad. I hear adverse weather conditions, and you'd think that there's a flipping hailstorm going on. And right now, on the pitch, it's sunny. You know what I mean? So, we'll wait. Yeah, I did on my Reddit, on the second channel, I did mention about the weather. And turns out I've actually had to talk about the weather here on a flipping watch along. What are the chances of that? You know? What are the chances of that happening? It's all health and safety. It's regulation. You know what? People are scared of getting sued here. That's the most important thing here. People are scared of getting financial repercussions. Yeah? Even if there was a 1% chance that a lightning bolt strikes someone and then the stadium or someone gets sued, that's what people are concerned with here. So, Rishab, thank you very much, saying, living 20 minutes from MetLife, had a thunderstorm with heavy rain for 15 minutes. Now it is bright and sunny again. Welcome to the world, you know? But this is the thing, it sounds like it's very isolated. If it's passing directly above the stadium, okay. But if it's passing near the stadium, it's not passing above the stadium, surely it's okay. You know? My logic anyway. Because lightning strikes where the storm is. We'll wait for this cloud to pass. We'll wait for this cloud to pass and... I don't even know how many minutes are left. We've still got half an hour to play. I was hoping that I'd wrap this up, you know. Start looking forward to the Chelsea preview. And we're here waiting for a cloud to pass by. It is what it is. Technically, you know what this is? This is half time of the second half. Right? So let's talk about so far in the second half. Obviously we've seen the second goal for Palmeiras. Very, very nicely worked goal. ESTEVAO Willian as a whole, we've not really seen much from him. Right? He was involved in the build-up for the second goal, which I praised him for. But I hear a lot of your concern about his off-the-ball work rate, right? And his defending. But I think that stands for Palmeiras as a whole. So, as a whole, Palmeiras defensively don't seem like the type to press aggressively or really, really mobilize and move as a unit. They tend to just drop, allow the opposition to come towards them. Intercept passes seems to be their defending. Their defending seems to be just interceptions. You know? So, I don't know if it's an ESTEVAO thing or if it's a team thing. Maybe that's something ESTEVAO needs to end up being taught. So, we'll see. We'll see. But on the ball, he seems decent. Coolio boy, thank you very much, saying, Younes, I play football under 15 at Bristol City Deaf team, and I have good support there because they are all deaf and we are good friends. Thank you. Under 15 Bristol City. That's actually mad. Good luck and keep going. Good luck and keep it up. Keep it up. Clown Lake Capital, thank you very much, saying New Jerseyans, is that even a word? Don't check the weather app. They just step outside and yell, are you kidding me right now? Hang on, I thought that was an English thing. You know? I thought we just walk out of our doors and go, weather's crap today, innit? Younes, perhaps Bowley's filming a new series of Monkey, the martial arts guy. The Ride's a Cloud. At this rate, you never know, mate. Anything to generate income. Wow, Ruben said it brilliantly there. I knew Americans are dramatic, but damn, in Africa, we wish to play under clouds. In Africa, it's like, please, let us have some rain. Do you know what I mean? Look, they're showing highlights of Real Madrid Al Hilal, for goodness sake. How long is this going to take? Like, how long is this actually going to take? This is wild. You know? Don't really anticipate for this. I will actually say one thing. I actually respect TV channels, right, that are live and when something unexpected happens and they have to fill in the blank, like they have to go, yo, we gotta say something, we gotta do something, we can't just not do anything, so they gotta come up with, they gotta improvise on the spot. I actually admire that a lot. That's not an easy thing to do. You know, it's not an easy thing to do when something is unexpected. Now, the beautiful thing about live streaming on things like YouTube or Twitch or anything like that is that you're basically improvising anyway. We're basically having a conversation. When it's down to television, you don't have that luxury. You're just going to have to think about what the hell are we going to talk about? Talk about something quick before it gets quiet, you know? Oryx, thank you very much. Oh, needed a click there. Back and chest. Thank you for the super chat. With World Cup next summer, most of these players will play 3 seasons without a proper rest. This is mad. You're right. That is actually really right, mate. Really right. That's why this preseason is actually a little bit of a problem because there's not much of a preseason. And yeah, next year, the World Cup itself, the national teams, yeah. And it's expanded. So there's more teams, more footballers involved. I'm telling you, not next season coming up, the one after, players could actually be dead. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try and find out how long this is going to be. Let's try and see if we've got any... Let's scout for an update. Let's scout. Right. If there's any way to get an update. MetLife. Do MetLife Stadium have updates on their Twitter? Oh, we have updates. They're actually putting updates. All right, fair play to MetLife Stadium. I say that whilst the game's not being played. They've said, as of 1:45, so 2 minutes ago, we are still in a weather delay. The match will continue once the threat of severe weather passes. Please stand by for additional updates. We thank you for your patience. Oh my God. That's not what you want to hear, man. Shall I reply to them, go and get on with it? KillemNGR, thank you very much, saying thoughts on the Sundowns game whilst we wait. Which one? The one that was won? I've only seen the highlights and it seemed like they played really well. But they got the win, 1-0. Top of the group, fantastic. The next game against Dortmund is going to tell us everything we need to know about Sundowns. So we'll see how it all goes. But very good first display. I'm very happy for them. They're the only African team that have got a win so far. Indigo47CFC, thank you very much, saying, call me crazy. I'd rather Noni stay and ESTEVAO get loaned to Strasbourg. ESTEVAO is not ready, to be honest. I don't blame why you think that way. I get it. I do get it. I do get it. You know, you might not be wrong. It's just people are excited to see someone with a bit of flair. That's all it is. Clown Lake Capital saying, okay, Americans, prepare yourself for this. How do Americans celebrate peace and independence? By blowing stuff up and eating hot dogs till they pass out. I just want to make a disclaimer, that wasn't me. Yeah, there is a threat, apparently. They've also put another thing saying, attention, FIFA Club World Cup fans, instead of actually just announcing it on the tannoy. Severe weather is imminent. For your safety, we are going to have everyone leave the outdoor seating bowl area and take shelter inside the stadium because of severe weather in the area. Please do not congregate near the exits, as others are leaving the outdoor seating bowl area. You should use the space on the ramps at the ends of the stadium as well. Event staff are available to guide and assist you. Dun, dun, dun. Is there any new update from MetLife? No. We'll just wait for the MetLife page to update itself, basically. Sasuke, thank you for your super chat. Saying, Younes, to be honest with you, I don't think us winning the league for at least the next 5 years, with other teams strengthening too, it might take us even more. That's not too far-fetched to say, but it can't go on that long. We're not Arsenal. It can't go on that long. I would really, really want us to... I would want us to start competing for the title immediately. You know? Has anyone responded to MetLife, actually? Brilliant. Someone's actually put it in there. A little wind and a few clouds isn't going to hurt anyone. Let them play ball. And then someone responded back to him again saying, go sit down. Admin doesn't have anything to do with decision making, you low IQ clown. So there we are. That's Twitter in a nutshell. What weather delay? It's clear outside, says someone else. Big up. People are making their frustrations clear. Can we get on with the game, please? I wonder if the Egyptians are just still there. I guarantee the Egyptians are just outside like, oh, what adverse weather condition, Habibi? Everything is okay. I guarantee it. I could bet a house that is what the Egyptians are saying in the stands right now. Whilst all the South Americans are inside, I don't know, probably getting more tequila or something, I don't know. More beers or I don't know. The danger is lightning, understandably. But has anyone even seen any lightning? Is there even any lightning? That's what I'm saying. The cloud has not passed directly above the stadium. I'm saying the Egyptians that are still outside right now because they're not bothered. I'm telling you what they're probably saying. You know? There's the Al Hilal highlights. By the way, I saw Team of the Week, right? Team of the Week. And we watched Al Hilal Real Madrid yesterday. How in the blue hell, yeah, is... What was his name? Was it Salah or was it Sammy? Hang on. Let me... Salam Al-Dawsari was not in the Team of the Week. How? How was Salam Al-Dawsari for Al Hilal not in that Team of the Week? Instead, they put Musiala on that left-hand side only because he taught Auckland, the new one, but let's be honest, it's Auckland. They're ranked 5,000th in the world or something ridiculous. I don't know what it was. Yeah, they only qualified because of their tournament that they're the best in. You know, Musiala literally had a free ride training session against them, gets put in Team of the Week. Salam Al-Dawsari has Trent on skates against Real Madrid, and he's not in Team of the Week. You know, crazy. I just thought I should mention that because Salam Al-Dawsari deserves credit for his performance yesterday. Yeah, this game, just to let people that are arriving into the stream right now, for those that don't know, the game has been suspended because there's a cloud passing by. Okay, no, let me do things properly. The game is suspended due to what they have called adverse weather, which is the possibility of lightning in the cloud that is passing by near the stadium. Yeah? I hope that makes sense. And I'm here waiting for updates from MetLife Stadium, which is where it's taking place, to see when is this game going to kick off again. You know? And I'm not getting any other update. It's Goku on the Nimbus Cloud. Dragon Ball, yeah? Clown Lake Capital, thank you, saying just got a job as an Egyptian god. Now I'm set for life. I wouldn't say that, mate. It didn't end well for Pharaoh. You know? He thought he was set for life, and then he got caught in between two bodies of water in the middle of the sea. And lights out. So Ahly, listen. Ahly, they can come back in the game. They can. They just need to be more clinical. Oh, we have an update. We have an update. Oh, update. The threat of severe weather has passed. Yes, come on. Get in there. You may now return to your seats. The match will resume shortly. We thank you for your patience. Come on. There we are. You see, now tell me, what was the flipping point in the first place? Yeah, now I'm going to get to this. Was there a cloud above the stadium? Did it rain? Was there a lightning? No. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, we're going to kick off very shortly. Let's get the timer ready. I honestly don't know what time we're meant to even be on. I've told you an update before the zone. Yeah? Am I doing my job or what? You know, I've already given you to the second update from the stadium, and I'm not even in the studio at the flipping stadium. Yeah? Covering the game. They've not told their viewers yet that the game is about to resume, but you're hearing it first. So I got you guys. Yeah, I got you guys. Don't worry. I got you guys. I got you guys. We got second to second, not minute to minute, second to second delivery of updates here on Younes Talks Football. The timer is set, ready to resume. Shall I message Liv? Does she look at her phone while she's live on air? Shall I give her a DM? Like, look at MetLife Stadium, love. Look at their account. They're going to resume. I am the source. Exactly. I have become the source. Yeah. I got to make my own. Oh, yeah. What is it? It's not here we go. That's taken. There we land is taken. What's another version of it? I'm in the know. In the know. You know? All right, let's see. Have MetLife Stadium put out any other update? No, it's just that. Just that. There he is. I don't need the sauce. I am the sauce. I am the ketchup, mayonnaise, barbecue sauce. All of it. Burger sauce. Radish. Stick it all in. Relish. Radish. Flipping out. He just talks veg. The Zone have still not updated their viewers. Yeah, I don't know, maybe they're waiting for the players to actually end up back on the pitch, but it's meant to be kicking off any moment now. Any moment. But it's like I said earlier with the weather forecast. I told you guys, it does seem like there's actually going to be rain in and around MetLife Stadium and Storm at around 6:30 local time. From 4:30 to 6:30, it's going to start getting a bit left. Yeah? Matisse, thank you very much, saying, is this game being played? I feel like I've seen Younes live for 4 hours. Big up to you, bro. Listen, I've given people the update live from MetLife Stadium. You know, the threat has now passed. So what are we waiting for? You know, what are we waiting for? I don't know. What are we waiting for? I want us to finish this half an hour of football and let's get on with it. But welcome back, by the way, Matisse. Hope you had a good one in South Africa. Content is dropping slowly but surely on Big Six and everywhere else, and seems like it's definitely must watch. Maybe what's happening now, my guess, is that they're now allowing people to get back into their seats, and once people are back in their seats, then they'll allow the players to come back onto the pitch. They're not going to resume the game with everyone still in the concourses. That's what I'm guessing. That is what's happening at the moment. So that's just my guess. I'm trying to think logically here. Ahly, I want to say this. Big up Matisse saying, defo bro, content dropping soon. Keep your eyes out. I do want to say, Ahly needs to use this moment. The momentum has been broken. So in the game, when you've got things going in your favor, sometimes, you know, the momentum can just break and then you've got to start again. Ahly now needs to utilize that because they're 2-0 down. It was going in the favor of Palmeiras. They did get caught out for the second goal. They now need to come out like this is a new game. 2-0. They have to score twice. They have to go all guns blazing from minute 1 of this remaining second half and try and bring the game in their favor. Try and get an early goal, apply some pressure, and then go from there. If not, they're going to be stuffed, basically. If Ahly lose today, that's them out of the competition, basically. I just don't see them coming back into it. Because unless if they pull off something against Porto, which I don't see happening. I just don't. So we'll see. We'll see. Although I will say this, and this is a very big possibility. Palmeiras getting the third goal because now Ahly have to push up. They're going to leave space. You see how they left space for the second goal? Basically, that can happen again very easily. I would say very easily. I'll be honest though, I actually hope we get some sort of an action from ESTEVAO. I want to see ESTEVAO create and do something, you know, properly. Okay, listen, let me go back to the Twitter page of MetLife Stadium. We'll get to the updates, right? Is there another update? No, the last update was the threat has passed. So you may now return to your seats. The match will resume shortly. That's the last update 7 minutes ago. Which the Zone have still not mentioned, by the way. Are the players out? What are the Zone doing then? "15 minutes? Who told you that?" Where did you get this information from? Are they warming up? Okay, no, of course. If they, that makes sense. If they have to be on the pitch to warm up, then okay, because they've gone cold. For sure, they've gone cold. Yeah, that makes sense. 15 more to go. We've had a whole half of nothing. Basically, it's been 45 minutes then of just hanging about. Ah. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Has there been any other updates? Oh, Maresca spoke. He says, I don't think at Leicester we ever played with two strikers together, but we'll see if Nico and Liam can play together. Interesting. By Leverkusen close to agreement to sign Jarrell Quansah for £34 million. Quansah for 34 million. Wow. Apparently, a move for João Pedro is advancing with Newcastle in pole position ahead of Chelsea. Interesting. Maresca has said Caicedo can play everywhere apart from goalkeeper. He probably can. He probably can. Brilliant. Someone said, if Arsenal sign Noni Madueke, I'm going to Somalia for a year. Start speaking Somalian, my friend. Or Somali. West Ham are trying to sell Mohamed Kudus. That's from ex-West Ham United employee. That's a very good West Ham source, by the way. Yo. Why? Are they strapped for cash? Tottenham have made an inquiry for Kudus as well. Nah, Tottenham, you ain't that club. Maresca is going to rotate tomorrow. It's not easy due to the temperature. This is one of the reasons we're going to rotate, apparently, is what he said. I hope that means Liam Delap is starting. And so Santos is starting too. That would be nice. And apart from that, there is no other news. Fabrizio said Emi Martinez would be willing to join United this summer even without Champions League football. Full agreement has been reached between Bayer Leverkusen and Quansah. So it looks like he's off to Leverkusen. Interesting. Maresca said we are going to decide to go for a winger, not because of Misha, so Mudryk. We want to go for a winger if he is back or not. It's quite clear it is a position we need to improve. So Maresca is being honest there. And the players are back on the pitch properly. Oh, lo and behold, finally. Can we kick on now, please? Are the fans back, yeah? The Egyptians never left. We'll just say that now. What time are we at, too? I need some clarity on that one. Are we at 63, 62? We're around there somewhere. Honestly, at this rate, I'm going to be, reaching League Gunner level of hours. I'll be here for, no, I could not believe that night where League Gunner was live. And then, you see, look, the Egyptians never left. Look at the live stream right now. Look, they've not left. They've not left their positions. Guarantee the Egyptians right now in that stadium are going, what are these people doing? Oh, why did we stop? I guarantee it. Anyway, what was I going to say? Our mind's gone blank. Oh yeah, Lee Gunner. When he went live, and then I went to sleep, and then I woke up the next day, and he was still live. He was live for 14 hours or something. I mean, that was insane. I'll tell you though, he pocketed from it. He pocketed from it. Guaranteed. That definitely got him views. But that's a stretch. 14-hour watch along. That is, look, I do watch alongs, I stream. Trust me, it looks easy. It's not easy to do that. 14 hours. That's not easy at all, man. So, God's will, Godwin, Peter Joseph Parker, thank you very much, saying Newcastle signs Pedro, Isak is going Liverpool. Are those two related? Hang on, Pedro? You mean João Pedro? Isak going Liverpool? Oh, you might be right. But would Newcastle really replace their top striker with someone who's a hybrid? You know? Ahly are bringing on 3 players. Match is going to resume in 5 minutes. We've got 5 minutes left until it starts again. Yeah, 3 substitutions to be made. But yeah, João Pedro replacing Isak doesn't seem like... It doesn't seem like it's like for like. You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, you said there, someone said, it's true. Isak will fit Liverpool like a glove. He actually would. He actually would. Ben Sharki has come on. Couple of other subs for Al Ahly as well. I'm not sure what names. Ahmed Ramadan is on. And someone else. I think they've made 3 subs. We're finally going to have the game kicking off again, guys, in what is going to be the next 3 minutes or so. The Egyptians are already here, ready to go. JC, big up to you, mate. ESTEVAO, he's been all right. Nothing crazy. Nothing out of this world. Had one good opportunity. Was involved for the second goal, kind of. That's really it. It's not been an ESTEVAO game. It's been a Palmeiras game in terms of 2-0. So... It's ironic, isn't it? Yeah, it's ironic. The game is restarting now and the sun is actually gone. What a surprise. Right. We're actually kicking off. Oh my God, the game is kicking off. We're actually going to be kicking off, I think, ahead of... What's the time? I need to check the time. I need the game to kick off first before I start actually putting the time on. Mark Goldbridge collab. It's funny. He follows me now. Follows me on X and follows me on Instagram too. If I ever did, right, I would be curious to ask him about Nottingham Forest. I actually would. I'd be like, listen, what's this thing about, your team, Forest, right? I need to see what the time is. What's the time? I've got it down here as 63 just because I had to round it to somewhere and stop it. What's the time? Bloody hell. We've basically done 3 halves. First half, then a half of nothing, and now the rest of the second half. I'm going to give you guys a warning though. If the game gets suspended one more time, I'm going to have to end it. That is the condition here. Yeah, I ain't waiting another 45 minutes for a game to kick off again. I'm not doing that. No, it's not happening. If they suspend it one more time, I'm out. Okay. Let's see. Now the game is about to kick off again. 2-0 to Palmeiras. What do I think about the referees having to announce the decisions? I love it. I think it's great. I think they should do it everywhere, including the Prem. Because it holds referees accountable. Bloody hell, these South Americans are going out and all these Brazilians, they're all topless. Are we kicking off or what? They have to be 15 on the dot. Come on, man. Players are getting cold. Everyone wants to see. I want to see the time. It's 15 now. Blow the whistle, Rev. Anthony, blow it. Oh, we got another Ahly sub. Yeah, it's 30 Celsius in the UK. I've heard it's hot. Hot. Finally, the game's underway. Oh my goodness. Miracle. What's the timer? Someone hit me up with the time. 61? Oh, I'm way off. 61.10. Bloody yeah. All right, let's do 61.30. Let's set that. Okay, 40. And we're going to kick it off now. There we are. We're up and running. We're back to normal, guys. We're back to normal. There we are. We're back to normal. Do you know what I mean? Right, football resumes. Thank you for all of your patience. Yeah, a lot of you were here, didn't go anywhere. We stuck it out. We stuck through it. I gave you updates. You guys were here. We've interacted. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's see the rest of this half. We've got half an hour left of this before it ends. And then later tonight is going to be the preview for Flamengo versus Chelsea. So make sure you're here for it. The match stopped. The match was suspended because... I mean, don't even ask. The match was suspended because of adverse weather, according to them, right? So a cloud passed by and there was a threat of lightning in the cloud that was passing by near the stadium. So they suspended everything because they were scared that lightning might strike the stadium. So we waited 45 minutes to an hour for that to pass by and start the game again. I hope that makes sense. Free kick Palmeiras. I got a feeling Palmeiras are going to get a third goal. That's my initial feeling, is that I think our Ahly are going to leave themselves a little bit exposed. They're going to be in a position of desperation. Trying to chase a second goal. Trying to chase a first goal, sorry. Palmeiras, after having got the second goal now, I feel like might catch them out and get a third. That's my prediction here. So, let's see. Ball into the box. Going to be either Moreno or... Mauricio, if I'm not mistaken. Ball in. Cleared. Nice, nice. Ball into the box again. Shot. ESTEVAO. Nah. Ahly on the counter-attack. Ahly on the counter-attack. Boom, on the left-hand side. Line it. Send it. He was on. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? He was on. Ah, you lot bottled that so hard. They absolutely bottled it. Actually, there's a chance for ESTEVAO here. There's a chance. ESTEVAO, he's offside, isn't he? He's offside. ESTEVAO, you have to read the line, my friend. No, don't blame him. You have to read the line. I understand, yeah, maybe the pass should have been made a little bit sooner. But you were offside anyway. He's not going to pass. He can see you're offside. You got to read the line. ESTEVAO needed to do better there. That wasn't his teammate's fault. I would have hesitated because the teammate can see if you're on or off. At this rate, you're right, I'm afraid. It does seem like Mamelodi Sundowns are going to have to carry Africa. If Ahly are getting battered here, then... Well, actually, tell a lie. We'll see what Esperance Tunis are going to do against Chelsea. Realistically, Chelsea should win that game. But, you know, you never know with us. You never know with us, you know? Player down for Palmeiras. Little bit of cramp. I don't blame him. Players went cold. Throughout that entire break, I'm sure players had to warm up again, and you then, you know, when you run for so long, you're warm, and then you get cold, and then you warm up again, and then you try and run again. That can cause all sorts. That can cause problems. So I'm not surprised. I think this player is going to be coming off. He is. Mr. Cramp is coming off. And Emi Martinez is coming on. Not the Emi Martinez you guys are thinking of, but there's another one who plays for Palmeiras coming on here. Centre mid. Yeah, this player is done. Moreno, he's either got cramp or he's pulled a muscle here or something. But he's coming off. Martinez coming on. Right. Throw taken. Al Ahly throw. They've got to hurry up. They've got 23 minutes left to get the first goal, let alone the second. Ahly need to start piling on some pressure. You got to take the risk at this point. You got to throw the kitchen sink. It's a tournament. Look at that pass. It's poor. Then again, I will say, in these next 5-10 minutes, there's going to be a lot of mistakes, I feel like. I feel there's going to be a lot of errors. Again, players getting warm. Again, players recalibrating themselves. I think you're going to find a few mistakes before everyone gets into their rhythm. But Al Ahly haven't got time. They need to hurry up. Simple as that. Piqueres to take the throw. Okay, Ahly trying to apply some pressure. It's a good press. They've won it. Oh, no, they've not. ESTEVAO does beautifully there. Sends the ball. Could this be an assist? Shot just wide. But very, very good interception and touch on the ball to get past the defender by ESTEVAO, William, who set up Torres, and Torres tried to take the shot from the left-hand side of the box, just wide of the post. A little too wide for my liking, to be fair. It wasn't close. But good move by ESTEVAO there. What can Ahly do? Beautiful. Beautiful. Gets past the defender. Ben Ramdan. Okay, here come Ahly. Again, it's a poor pass. It's a poor pass. And all he's got to do is shield that. Good defending. Oh, good strength by the Ahly player. Nearly won that off him. And the sun is back out. Beautiful. I swear, though, like I said, if they suspend this game one more time, I'm out. It's a good tackle. Ahly need to wake up. Their players they're not quick enough. Looks like they're all a little delayed. They're all a little slow. Oh, ESTEVAO. ESTEVAO, good strength, good strength. Well done. Nice little feed, okay. ESTEVAO's keeping himself on the edge of the D. Inside, he was there. Cross in. Ball in. Oh, unlucky header. We're seeing good movement by ESTEVAO Willian here. Very good. Very good. Again, another poor pass. Look at that. He sent his teammate back to Egypt. What kind of pass is that, man? Ahly need to sort it out. Too many times now. They're just giving the ball away for no reason. Okay. Piqueras. Corner ball. Palmeiras. Can Palmeiras get a third goal here? Corner ball, 71.5 minutes played, still 2-0. Ball in by Piqueras, if I'm not mistaken. And the referee stops play. Anthony Taylor is... What happened? All right, Ahly player fouled. Oh, what's going on? It's another corner. No, it's a... So what? Why? Anthony Taylor doing Anthony Taylor things, you know? Corner's got to be retaken. Ball in. And it's a foul. Now it's a foul for Ahly. 18 minutes. Time's ticking, Ahly. Time's ticking. They got to get a goal. Can they? I'm not so sure. Since the restart, they have not been convincing at all. Every time they move the ball, they give it away and they lose it, or it goes out for a throw. Whether the weight is off, or whether their player's not moving, or whether someone just gives it to the opposition, or whatever it is, but they always fumble. Can they get some rhythm? Ahly need to build some rhythm. They need to move for each other. Look, he's giving it away. He's giving it away. Again. Again. Fair play. He's won it back. All right, little flick. 1-2. No, he's giving it away again. Who is this number 30? No, he's winding me up. Mohamed Hani. Listen, brother, you got to come off at this rate. If I'm the manager, I'm subbing you. You're a liability. You're a risk. You're playing against us. You know what I mean? Come on. It's like in the Madrid game. Who was it? Got who it was. Was it Garcia? Well, there was another game. There was a player just constantly struggling. Actually, no, it was the Atletico game. It was Atletico against PSG. It was the Atletico left back. He was struggling. And then he got taken off at half time. Ball in. Cleared. Oh, here comes the counter. That's a yellow card, ref. That's a yellow. Yep, yellow given. Kevin Reyes, thank you very much. Saying, Younes, thoughts on Rios? All keep hydrated. What do you mean? I mean, you're talking about Rios, the player, right? For Palmeiras, who's been decent. In terms of that midfield, so far, one of two players that are running the midfield pretty well. I think Vega was quite present before he came off. He got the yellow card. Remember this whole his whole challenge. And then since that point, Mauricio has had quite a lot of impact. But Rios has been good. All keep hydrated. What do you mean? For the players or for us? Drink water, guys. Drink water. Yeah. Little challenge there. Funnily enough, with Rios, who got hit in the face, it seems. Danny, drink water. Danny. Get the gist. Paulinho coming on. And another player coming on. I hope it's not ESTEVAO coming off. Okay, no. Number 17. It's Torres. It's going to be ESTEVAO on the other side, isn't it? I think he's taken Facundo Torres. Yeah, it's ESTEVAO. That's the end of ESTEVAO. Again, just like the first game for Palmeiras, Torres and ESTEVAO Willian are both off. So that's the end of the ESTEVAO watch along. We might as well finish the game and see what happens. But ESTEVAO's coming off. Decent display. Yeah, nothing too crazy, but decent display. James, thank you very much for your super chat, saying big respect, Younes. Fans need to see that ESTEVAO isn't going to join and be a Yamal. He may not even be as good in the Prem as Noni and Neto right now. It's, look, ball playing ability, just on the pitch, give him the ball. I think he's better than both of them. But in terms of the level of the Premier League, I agree. There's a big chance that he can just end up looking pretty basic, right? It's the reality. And this is why I said the first observation that I have of him is that he's going to have to pile on some physicality. He's going to have to put on some size. Not too much, of course. The same way Hazard did. Maintain your center of gravity, but you're going to have to be a bit stronger. Because you have to work harder in the Prem, and you have to defend and get stuck in and actually win the ball off the opponent. Which at Palmeiras, he doesn't do. Like, because the whole Palmeiras team doesn't do. You can see from today, they just don't do it. They try and intercept, and that's about it. That's their defending, and then their defense does the whole defending. So it's a little bit old school. With the Prem, though, it's a different gravy. So I know, why is there a cooling break? You had 45 minutes to drink all the water in the world. You know what I mean? Here's a referee view of the own goal. That is wild. So yeah, ESTEVAO overall, I would give the performance a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. There weren't much mistakes. Actually, there weren't really any mistakes. But there wasn't much from him overall, except for a few moments where he done well in. So I'll give a 7 out of 10. We've got 13 minutes, well, 12 minutes plus stoppage time for this game to end. I think now it's a matter of who is actually going to win this game. Is it going to be Palmeiras or is it going to be Ahly? It's not going to be Ahly to get the win. Can Ahly get themselves back in the game at least? Just to at least maybe get a draw? Oh, intercepted very well. They've nicked it. Again, the striker's made the wrong run. What kind of pass is that? Nah, that's it. I've had enough. I've had enough of these lot. I've had enough of it. No, Palmeiras, I need you to score the third, guys. Yeah? I need you to score the third. They've wound me up. These lot can't pass the ball to save their lives now. They're just panicking. Pure panic. Ahly are not going to score. I'm convinced Ahly are not going to score now. No chance. And it's sad because I want them to win. Like, deep dive, if you had to get me, like, if you had to ask me what team would you want to win this game, I'll say Ahly. But they got no chance of even scoring at this rate. In fact, like I said before, Palmeiras might get the third. Look, let's see. Look, ball taken down. Can Ahly finally pass their way correctly? They've given it away.
Free kick, Palmeiras. I agree. Ahly did mess up against Miami. That was the time to take 3 points. And they didn't. And now they're playing catch-up. Ball on the top over the left. I saw the runner. Is he going to make it? Header. Down to the goalkeeper. Good defending by Ahly. Palmeiras starting to waste time. And rightly so. It's a tournament. They're winning 2-0. They can take their time. Never forget how skinny Mahrez was, and yet he thrived. It's a point. That is a point. But I don't mean just in terms of size only. The size helps because ESTEVAO is a small guy. ESTEVAO's tiny. Mahrez isn't like small. He's a decent height, right? So that's why I say it's best in the same way a Hazard had to put on a little bit. I would say it's best for ESTEVAO, but it's not just that. Mahrez adapted to English football really well. The defensive side, his work rate was always there. He would always contribute to the team defensively as well as cause havoc offensively, and he would be playing both roles non-stop. He's got the physicality to last. We're not sure ESTEVAO Willian has that tank in him. You know what I mean? That's the most important thing. Because with Brazil, with Palmeiras here, it doesn't look like, look at all of their players. There's not really anyone that's, you know, working off the ball. It's like everyone's got their role. Attack is attack, defense is defense, the defense defend, and the attack. Like, that's basically it. It's not down to every single person to do their bit, to defend and press, and Mahrez was doing that. Pep made sure of it. And in fact, even before that, at Leicester, he was doing it. So Mahrez managed to come through English football, even from the Championship. You have to remember that. To the Prem. That was a transition Mahrez had. ESTEVAO's coming straight to Chelsea. He's going to need he's going to need time to adapt. You know? Mahrez had a nice pathway, let's just say. James, thank you very much for your super chat saying add-on. Oh, this is a chance for Ahly. Is he offside? No, ball into the box. It's another poor ball. It is offside. He says, add-on, keep Noni this summer, let him get a year experience under Noni, then look to sell next year if needed. Noni is dangerous to let go and stay in the Prem. It's a tough one. It's a tough one because, you know, personally, I still don't really know what to think on Madueke. There's one part of me that thinks what we've seen so far from him is basically all we're going to get. Like, you're not going to get better from Madueke. What you see now is what you're getting. Which, is that good enough? No. But can he develop right under the right manager? The good thing about Noni Madueke is that he's direct. Why people actually like him is because he does drive with the ball and take defenders on. That's all it is. If he didn't do that, there'd be no use of him. And everyone would say, listen, sell him. But because he tends to be the one who does take the most risk in that regard, there seems to be some sort of a value there. I don't know. But ESTEVAO Willian, yeah, we're not really going to know what he's going to fare like until we actually see him. And I agree that it is a risk to leave ourselves too thin if ESTEVAO Willian isn't in fact ready. That's a fantastic piece of skill, by the way. Is that Maurizio? Beautiful turn. Here come Ahly. They need to get a goal now. 85 minutes. Ball across. Back post. Finish.
No. No. Oh! Oh! Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? It's gone back out. No communication. You see, there was an option in the box if he had just managed to turn, if someone made him aware, to shot straight to the goalkeeper. Yeah, they're not scoring. Ahly are not going to score today. In fact, I don't think Ahly are going to score this whole tournament. If they don't score today, they ain't scoring against Porto. Personally, I don't think that's happening. Ahly are piling forward. They're playing very high. But there's nothing with it. They're not doing anything with it. Look, there's no movement either. No movement at all. I'm disappointed in Ahly. I am. I thought they would do more. I expected more from them. I actually expected more from them. I thought they could be the shock of the group. And look, that number 25 has just run into trouble. Just run into trouble voluntarily. Look at that ball. That's a great ball. Oh my God, this is going to be number 3. It's number 3. Oh my God. What kind of shot is that, brother? What kind of shot is that? The other winger, the one who came on for ESTEVAO, he managed to drag the defender away, giving his teammate the space to literally bring it onto his left foot and take the shot. But he skied it. He absolutely skied it. Here comes Mo Salah of Timu. B-Tech Mo Salah. It's Al Shahat. We're approaching 87 minutes. Gonna be the end. It's gonna finish either 2-0 or 3-0. Our predictions weren't too far off at the beginning, wasn't it? We did say 2-1. A lot of us said 2-1. There was a few of you that said a draw. There was quite a bit of you that said 1-0 win to Palmeiras. We're not far off. 2-0. 2-0. Might be 3. We'll see. There was a few of you that said 3-1. And no, I'm not watching the Inter Miami match. I'm going to do the preview for Flamengo versus Chelsea. That's the next video up. And then that's it. So keep your eyes peeled for that. There will be the Flamengo Chelsea watch along tomorrow. We're here for that. Yeah, big up to the Al Ahly fans. They did come out in force. They always do. They always do. You'll see the same for Casablanca, the same for Tunis. You'll see the same vibe. Here come Palmeiras. Can they get a third? Nice from Mauricio. I like Mauricio. Since he's come on, he's been class. In fact, he got the assist, and every time he's on the ball, he just looks really reliable. He's not made a mistake or given the ball away or anything like that. Mauricio has been top. Similarly to how I was praising Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz for PSG, is how I'm praising Mauricio since he'd come on for Palmeiras. He's been class. Proper baller. Proper baller. Right, a minute and a half left, plus stoppage time. Here comes B-Tech Mo Salah. Oh my God, he's going alone. And he's giving it away. Free kick. Heads are gone. Palmeiras fans with the fantastic, I mean, it's basically a tifo at this point. with the Palmeiras fans. Fantastic display that they've got going on in the stands. They know they've got 3 points. They know that as it stands right now, they're heading through, basically. They're heading through. A 2-0 win is a good result, even in terms of goal difference. And we're going to have to see what happens with Porto into Miami. But Palmeiras' last game is against Inter Miami. So, 6 minutes of added time. Bloody hell. Oh, nice little play there for Ahly on the right-hand side. Referee says no, get up, no foul. Or Zizou. Or Zizou. There's only one Zizou, let's be honest. There's only one Zizou. One proper Zizou. That's Zinedine Zidane. You know this. Oh, nice. Left-hand side. They're taking too long. You see, this is Al Ahly's problem. They hesitate. They take too long. You got to be quick. You got to be snappy. Boom, boom, and boom. Oh my God, this geezer's gone. Good tackle. Good tackle. Very good tackle. From the Al Ahly number 4. At this point, I've lost names. Since the subs have come on, I've lost names. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, shoot. Shot, good save. That's the first real shot that we've seen from Al Ahly today. The first real proper shot. And it came at the 91st minute. It was a good stop, but it was pretty central. Going to try again, I think. He wants to cut inside. Maybe he's going to get a ball into the box. There's no one in the box anyway. Everyone's on the edge. Pile the box. Pack out the box and fling it into the box. They're not doing that. They're trying to pass their way in, Al Ahly. They're winding me up here. Listen, everyone get into the box. Everyone drops and then just pile it in. There's no one in the box. What are you lot trying to do here? What are you lot attempting? Everyone's on the edge. And then when you do cross it, there's no one there. There's no one there. There's no one in position. Of course the defender's going to get there first. But it's poor. Wow. Wow. All right. Superior beer, player of the match, is ESTEVAO Willian. I think they just gave that to him because he's the most well-known player here, I think that's it. You know, to be fair, like he did play well, but honestly, my player that I've noticed today that I feel like deserves credit, like I've mentioned, is Maurizio, the number 18. The number 18, man. For me, ESTEVAO was good, don't get me wrong. But like I said, I gave him a 7 out of 10. I feel like the assist to the goal was class, the second goal. And since then, here they come again. Is number 3. Is number 3. Is number 3. Has he got round? No, defender. Yeah, since the assist of the goal, which was a great assist, he's been flawless in his play overall. I feel like Maurizio maybe deserves man of the match for me. ESTEVAO's up there, but man of the match? I wouldn't. Personally, no. Personally, no. I think that's just because of the name. Ball in, corner ball for Palmeiras. Cleared on the edge. Shot! I thought that was in. Maurizio again. I thought that was in. But for me, that's my man of the match right there. That's my man of the match. Oh, nice little move on the left-hand side for Ahly. Cuts back in. Why? You had the chance to cross. He's won it back, to be fair. Shot! Okay, now, look, everyone's going to want to be the hero here. And they've bottled it. They've bottled. They've absolutely bottled. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. It's going to finish 2-0 to Palmeiras, it seems. Uh-oh. Kicking off. Handbags. Handbags. Anthony Taylor, yellow card. Anthony Taylor, yellow card. Yellow card to Rios, I think. This Palmeiras manager, we've not seen at all. He's literally been chilling, sitting down the whole game. We've not seen him on the touchline once. Yeah? He has been, this is the calmest game of his life. Literally, not seen him move. I didn't even know what he looked like up until now. They've only just shown him. Yeah, Richard Rios has got the... Oh, is that the Ahly coach that they just showed? Oh, maybe he's just upset then. I thought that was the Palmeiras one. Again, this left winger for Ahly, he's come on off the bench. He's actually had really good impact. Again, they can't pass. There we are. Anthony Taylor blows full time. It's done. There's the Palmeiras manager. Yeah, so game, set, and match for Palmeiras. Very well deserved. Well done to Palmeiras. Well done. They do deserve the 3 points in the end. They did a good job. Ahly, very disappointing for my liking. I know them to be better than this, personally. And I expected more. I really expected more. Their finishing, poor. Their final decision making, poor. Their passes, poor. So Porto into Miami is the next group game that's going to be taking place. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Make sure you're here for the game, for the preview to Flamengo versus Chelsea. That's taking place tomorrow. The preview for that will be out later on. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the contribution, the interaction, the chat, for staying, even despite the suspension. Much appreciated. 3 hours in, we got there in the end. So I will see all of you later on for the preview. Thank you all so much. Subscribe, notification bell on. Take care and peace.